I say to you today, my friends, so even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day, down in Alabama, with its vicious racists, with its governor having his lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification, one day, right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today. Now that is the most famous passage of one of the finest speeches in American history. I have a dream, spoken at the Lincoln Memorial by none other than Martin Luther King Jr. And today, I'm going to show you my way to honor both him and his dream. Welcome to my kitchen. Now, Martin Luther King Jr. was a Baptist minister and an activist who became the forefront spokesperson and one of the most influential leaders of the civil rights movement in 1954. And his speech passage tells of a dream for having whites and blacks live in fellowship and without discord. So I'm going to correlate that into a dish. Biscuits and gravy with a white biscuit and black gravy. Let's get into it. Now, believe it or not, I have not yet mastered the big fluffy biscuit, so I'm going to use store-bought ones. And while this is in the oven, we're going to make the gravy. Now, I have a pound of breakfast sausage, which I want to brown in a skillet. Once this is brown, remove the sausage but leave the drippings. Now, there should be roughly 1 to 2 tablespoons of dripping left, but you'll just want to eye it just to make sure. Now we're going to add enough butter to equal 4 tablespoons of drippings. We're just going to allow the butter to melt. And then to that, we're going to add some diced onions and we're just going to saute until tender. And then add some minced garlic, and then saute for another minute or 2. Now we're gonna add 4 tablespoons of flour to make a roux. Now we're just going to let this cook a bit to cook out the flour taste, about 1 to 2 minutes. Then we're gonna add some stock or broth, about 2 cups, mixing constantly until it thickens. Then we're going to add the sausage back and then allow everything to heat. Then we're going to add 1 cup of cream or milk and we're going to allow this to heat through. That looks perfect. Now, this is activated charcoal. Now, activated charcoal is a fine black, odorless, and tasteless powder made from select natural hardwood that has been exposed to high temperatures in an airless environment. Now, it is pure carbon, specially processed to make it highly absorbent of particles and gases in the body's digestive system. So it actually has a lot of detoxification properties, which is what it's used for, and it also has some beauty properties as well. Now, we're using it because it also has a coloring property, because any foods that it's added to, it basically darkens and turns to black. We're gonna add 1 tablespoon of the activated charcoal to the gravy, and we're gonna mix really well. And make sure you just season with salt and pepper to taste. And then we're ready to assemble. So we're just going to cut the biscuit in half and then pour the gravy over it. And then you enjoy this black and white deliciousness on a plate. I hope you get inspiration from my kitchen. Like and subscribe to come back for more, and comment below with your thoughts on Martin Luther King Jr. and the Civil Rights Movement of 1954, and also the health properties of activated charcoal. You can connect with me on any of my social media listed below. Thank you bunches for being here, and I'll catch you back here for more deliciousness.